I think men take breakups far harder than do women. Men get fucking crushed by breakups. Destroyed. We're cool at first. We're cool for like a week, and then we're like, fuck.
Yeah, like a guy
Fuck.
always like notice later. They always like after like
It's delayed.
Yeah.
It's a delayed despair.
It's delayed when they're bored and lonely and realize they couldn't get into another relationship as fast as they wanted.
Also, it's just the way that like the two different genders process trauma and hurt. Because for women, we oftentimes have a lot of emotional support around us from our friends and stuff. But for guys, you don't see them going around to their boys and saying, "Oh, I just got dumped by this girl," blah blah blah. For them, like all they get mostly from their guy friends, from the boys is just, "Oh yeah, whatever, just move on. Like to go find some other girl." But for girls, when we talk to our friends, we really do have a lot of support, and we have a lot of deep and thorough conversations about processing that trauma, and so that burden is kind of spread out a little bit, whereas for guys it's not, and they really handle it themselves, and they want to look up, like come off as cool and stuff. So for like the first period of time, like no one knows about it, but then all of a sudden it just blows up like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Esther, did you want to come in?
I just totally agree. I think, and that's why men, if you think about it, there's research done, which is really interesting, saying that men never really get over their breakups, which is really sad because the way they've been conditioned to process their trauma is, well, not to process it. So, you know, oftentimes you will just hear from friends, like, I'm like seeing this guy and he's still talking about this girl, or I have this guy friend and he's still talking about that girl. Yeah, well, because it takes so much time, because they never had the chance to actually sit, think, you know, cry through it, and it's totally normal. I think that's a healthier way to do it, instead of then dumping it on another girl and then the kind of just like repeating that process all over again. And I really don't know how far you can take it.
Word. Cool. Okay. So, I'm trying to think where we left off here. Oh yeah, I wanted to pull up a video. That's right, Eric. If you can go ahead and pull up a video, we're gonna react to a gentleman.
Oh.
We're gonna react to a gentleman here. Everyone's favorite fan, or favorite man. Sorry. So we talked about body count. We're gonna hear Andrew Tate's take. Go ahead and pull up the videos tab, and we're gonna watch the body count.
You know what's so attractive about younger women? Because a lot of these dudes talk about fertility and looks and stuff. I don't actually think it's that. I think that in the modern world, in the days of old, right, you'd meet a woman, you get married, you'd be together, whatever. In the modern world, if I meet a girl who's 33 and single, I know the amount of dick that's been through her before me is just simply unattractive. I don't care how nice you are, but you're 33 years old. How many men have fucked? If I get a 19-year-old girl, I might be her second or third man, right? I'm going to be dude number fucking 29, and all the trauma and heartbreak and bullshit they put you through, you're going to try and bring to my door? Like, well, my last man cheated. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. Like, why is that my problem? So if you pick up older women, you have to accept they've been on the carousel longer. They've had more fucking rides, more spins. I don't want that shit. When I see a beautiful young woman, I know that she has a very low body count. And also, but the truth is this, women's mentality is absolutely connected to sex. If a woman sleeps with a bunch of men, it's harder to penetrate her mind and make her fall in love with you. It is unattractive too. And it's unattractive. It is. But if she's had 30 dudes inside of her, she really gonna think, you know what, this guy's so special, or she's gonna think, you know what, he talked to me rude, I'll just go get a new guy. Whereas if a woman's only been with a few guys, she's much more likely to fall in love with you, be a better partner. So the likelihood of her falling completely in love with you and staying loyal to you and really believing you're the only man for her after being through so much trauma and so many men and sleeping with so many dudes and having her heart broken and having those memories of her ex and all that crap she's been through is far less likely than meeting a nice, young, beautiful girl who hasn't been with many men and she goes, you know what, this is the guy, I like him. Every woman who knows this and every man who watches this can be honest. Women fall in love with the person they lose their virginity to, or their second or third guy. They really remember them, they really love them. Any woman who slept with 50 dudes, she doesn't even remember who most of them are. She doesn't care. If a woman slept with a bunch of men before you, she's less likely to stick it out through a difficult period in a relationship. She's more likely to just say, you know what, new answer's new dick.
That's a pretty good answer.
And that's the truth. Let me make something clear. If I meet a beautiful 30-year-old woman, I'm not saying I won't sleep with her.
That's pretty fucking old.
Yeah, 30.
I know.
What are you, crazy?
There's been times I was drunk.
Okay, your reaction to the video.
I've seen this video multiple times. It's just always so funny to me, like how he blatantly says, like, yeah, like he's just admitting that one, either his dick is hella small or not good, or his like personality and everything is so trash that a woman who has encountered more than 3 men just will not stay with him. I mean, give yourself a better fighting shot, bud. Like, you're just shitting on yourself, honestly, when you break it down.
What's with the penis thing?
Because he's saying, oh, a 19-year-old has only slept with 3 men, so, you know, she's not going to leave me. Like, what, you're scared of a woman that's seen more than 3 penises is going to look at yours and be like, shit, I know there's better than that out there. I got to get away. If you were packing or something, I don't think you'd care how many she had. So he's just showing how, like, you know, not only little dick energy, but, like, probably actually, like, seriously a little dick in there. It's a little crazy to me. Just expose
I'll give
yourself.
my take at the end. I'll just let everyone react. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't think men or just like anyone should assume someone's body count based on their age. Like, it really depends. Like, a 19-year-old can have like 50 bodies while a 30-year-old can have like 2. Like,
Sure.
It really just depends. And people shouldn't assume. Everyone's different.
But how much will that 19-year-old with 50 bodies have by the time she's 30?
I mean, like I said, everyone's different. Someone can have a higher body count by 30. Others can just like keep it at like a steady number, I guess. But yeah, I just don't think people should assume body counts and all that.
Okay. Actually, just really quick to address that. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely right. Like, a woman who's 19, she could have, he's obviously not living in Santa Barbara, could have a 40-person body count. And a woman who's in her 30s, she could have a handful. So
I feel like it just depends on the person, and like, just because your body count is 30 doesn't mean that like she's not going to commit to you. Like, I don't think that it matters, especially for women. Like you were saying, like, it matters more. I don't know. I don't think you should say that they're not going to stay with you just because your body count is 30.
wait, so what was the bit about?
Because you were saying how like the body count does matter, but I think in this case,
Can you tilt the
It
microphone
doesn't.
down towards you just a bit?
I feel like
That's good.
in this sense it doesn't matter, because I don't know. It just depends on the guy and the girl and if they like each other and if they're going to stay together.
Okay. I'm just trying to remember what I said about how it's different for the men and the women, but are we talking about the double standard? Are you referencing the double standard, how men are viewed as studs if they sleep with a lot of people,
Well,
and
we're-
women are viewed as sluts?
When you were saying that, like, I don't really remember exactly what you were saying, but I agreed with it, and now I'm like taking it back
Oh, okay,
a
you're
little
back.
bit, because I'm like, just because
Sure.
her body count is 30 doesn't mean she's not going to be loyal to you, basically, because he was saying that she's not going to be. But it depends if he likes her and she likes him,